Do I know who this is? Luther Van Draath. Hey, you made it. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy leap day. We're continuing today with logarithms. It should be not too long of a lesson. I'm hoping to give you some time to work in class once again on the homework. We're going to start on properties of logarithms.
And I actually brought my history binder instead of my math. Is it okay if I just take notes on paper?
Oh, sure. Good paper here if you want, or if you have your own. Thank you for asking.
Are we on day?
Day 5. This is day 5, isn't it?
Right.
And day 4 was natural logarithms.
Logarithms with E. LN.
LN, yes. What's missing from back there? Oh, Ivy isn't here.
Oh. I was almost. I was really close.
Okay, so let's talk about the properties of logarithms. You're already familiar with properties of exponents, so ladies. Properties of logarithms are similar to properties of exponents. Like you know that b to the m times b to the n is equal to b to the m plus n. So because logs are, they're related to exponentials, it should not be a surprise that if you have log base b of mn, that would be equal to log base b of m plus log base b of n. This is a product rule of logarithms. So when you see something like these, you could just rewrite the expressions. Like the first one would just be log base 4 of 7 plus log base 4 of 5. I'll give you a moment to write out the other two.
What page is this on?
It's day 5. Right after day 4. Check in with your neighbor, make sure they got the same thing you did. Does anyone know if Ivy's here today? Has anyone seen Ivy?
Because you're not finding together times x. So you need to have log 5x plus log 5x. Because you're not looking at it.
Okay, so B. Sienna, what'd you get?
I did log, well, I don't think you have to write base 10, so just log 10 plus log.
Are we good? Did you stop there? Or is there more that we could do here? Is the effect the same thing when I have a masking?
So it's like log base log is like something.
Yeah, log base 10 of 10. What is that? Show me what that is. It is 1. Yeah, so this is just 1 plus log of x.
Would we like lose points if we didn't write that?
In general, yes. Yeah. Now, here it says to expand each logarithmic expression, so. At this point, no, but like at the test, yes, because I want everything as simple as possible. So we're in an in-between phase, right? I don't blame you for leaving me this log of 10. Sasha, did you get something for C already?
I just put log 33 because I didn't know if you're supposed to like do 3 and 11.
I think 3 and 11 would make sense with this, with where we're going. So let's do that so we can rewrite this as.
Do you have a 3? So log 3 plus log.
I like how you were able to switch it up like that on the fly. Any questions? Thank you, Sasha. Can we just do like times 1 also? Should we do that? Because then we could like, that's kind of a can of worms, isn't it? But what is log of 1? It is 0, so it's not helpful to find factors of 1. So, Sasha, I'm glad you didn't go there. Are we good? Okay, so that's the first of 3 big properties. The next one. We know that b to the m over b to the n is equal to b to the m minus n, which suggests the quotient rule of logarithms. If you have log base b of a quotient, do you already know what this is going to be equal to? Log base b of m
Minus log.
minus log base b of n. I'll give you a minute to work through a and b's. So expand and simplify completely, I'll say.
ln is like saying log base b of e, right?
It is log base e of whatever. ln is log base e.
ln of e, then it would be.
Yeah. Brandon, I'm going to give you a little bit of workout today and go back to your seat. Priscilla's on. Oh, sorry, Barry.
What?
Priscilla's on her way, so Brandon, go back. We have a lot of support around you.
We're on 3.
No, because no, no, because
So did you? Yeah.
so it's 3.
Yes. Because this one you can't add.
Or
So, remember my Chinese teacher emailed you the first spot? Yeah, so I'd have to get a little talk about what our honors. Yeah.
Brendan, taking a language that you're fluent in is a big
So-
code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Are we ready? Okay, let's do it. Ready or not? Dylan, what did you get for A?
I got log base 19 minus log log base 7 by 2, and then log base 7 minus log base 7.
We're good with this? Right, it really is just plug and chug. There's not a whole lot going on here. Thank you, Dylan. That was great. Emma, did you get B?
First, I wrote log base,
Oh, okay. So you actually wrote it as log base E of E. Okay.
minus log base E of 7. I simplified log base E of Q to 3.
So this is equal to 3? Are we good with that? Nice.
Then I did 3 minus log base E of 7.
Okay, and instead of log base E of 7, we're gonna change it back to, yeah, ln of 7. So while you're doing your work, if you want to change it to log base E, I don't mind, but as an answer, if your answer is log base E, just write it as ln of whatever that thing is that you're dealing with. Emma, thank you, that was great. Okay, we're 2 down, 1 to go. Also remember that b to the m to the n power is equal to b to the mn, yes. So this is just a power rule of multiplication. This is one of my favorites. This is equal to, well, we could kind of, let's build it. Let's say we did m squared. Isn't it the same thing as log base b of m times m?
Yes.
Which we just found out is the same thing as log base b of m plus the log base b of m, which is equal to, what is log base b of m plus log base b of m? Well, we don't know the numbers, but like 8 plus 8 is 2 times 8, isn't it?
Would it be 2
Two
log base?
2 log base b of m. And you can imagine if that would have been m cubed,
It would be 3.
it'd be 3 log base b of m. And if it had been to the 4th power, you imagine, you see what's happening, right? So what's the rule that we're talking about here? What is this going to be equal to? It's going to be equal to p times log base b of m. Right? Isn't that what's happening? Like that's kind of what the hint that was we were headed over there. Now notice that the power must be on the
Inside.
well, or inside the what was the vocabulary word I used last time? Inside the argument. Right. So please don't use it for in cases like this. If you have log base b of m to the p, you can't use this.
How can you do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
other stuff. Yeah, it's not well, like if this were a 2, you just have to rewrite that as log base b of m times log base b of m, which is nothing, it's not a particular property, it's just math that you'll be using at some point. So just be careful that exponent must be in the argument in order to use this property. I'll put it in there. P must be in the argument. Okay, now here's what I have here on this side. Here too. Okay, so is A difficult? Okay, let's see if you could escape these without error. I'll give you time to do all 4 of them. You know,
What is right? And then if it was like cube root, it would be 1 there. Okay. So this is outside the argument.
I'm sorry.
The one thing that we just said. Wait, C is the one thing we just said.
So it would just be next.
Is it?
Cause it's outside the arguments.
Is it?
Yeah, there's this reason it's outside of it. Right? That. How is it part of it? It's outside. Oh, so you're telling me it's five. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna guess that it's five log.
Yeah, I feel like that means.
That's,
But then what about for, but then if that's the then that would mean that it's one minute.
Are we ready?
No.
Two terms, would it?
Okay, a little bit longer.
Not ready. Wait, so can we agree to, wait, on D, you guys want D?
The same, like.
Okay, so it has to start with a 9, right? Log base E.
Maybe like.
Yeah, that was. Wait,
She got it. I think.
you got, yeah, what is? Yeah, so look, look. Right, so you look, you have log base, you got that, right? If your exponent is 2, it's a 3, right? You have 3 of them, right? So if it's a root, that's, you have 1/2.
This one, I'll answer it 1/2.
It's 1/2 ln of x.
Okay, so that one would help if we finish the answer.
We've been, I mean, we're on. I'm aware. We're.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Wait.
10
Wait.
seconds doesn't wait for anybody.
I need a.
Oh,
3, 2, 1. No. Ava, can you help us with A, please?
I think 4 log, base 5 of 7.
Are we good? Thank you very much. That's exactly what I was looking for. Chloe, were you able to do B?
Yeah, so I got 1/2 ln.
Where did half come from?
Because it's a square root, which is the same thing as 1/2.
So you thought about this as ln of x to the 1/2 like that? I like it. Are we good with that? Nicely done. You know, I think you could teach a thing or two to a bunch of kids in calculus. That's gonna be coming up and they struggle sometimes. Okay, so
What?
this 5,
Nothing.
can we use a property with this 5? Is it on the argument?
No,
Because what you have to worry about is,
if it was inside the parentheses, no.
so 4x is the argument, isn't it?
It is outside.
So if it's like this, we'd be concerned. But the 5 as it is applies to,
But it's outside.
But it's the president just saying that you're doing.
Already got
yeah,
it.
that 5, and to be perfectly clear, it should be like this, shouldn't it? 4x to the 5th, just to make sure everything is there. But those are equivalent. Those two do stay the same. So this here is making clear that the 5 is within the argument, even though here it should be clear once you understand how these work, that this 5 applies only to this 4x, part of the expression of the argument. Yeah, Karen,
So
yes.
real fast, in the example, it's in the P is inside the parentheses, and
Yeah.
then you said if it's outside the parentheses, or outside the argument, then it's that.
Yeah, outside the argument. So
And C has the 5 outside, but it's not that.
I guess, to be more clear, the P should not be applying to the entire logarithm like this. That is the problem.
Oh,
Thank you for helping me make that clear. The P should not be applied to the entire logarithm. That's when it doesn't work. This P must belong to the argument specifically, which it doesn't here at this. But for our example, this 5, it is just part of the argument, which means we can take that 5 and the gesture,
Like,
move it down, right? Just take that 5 and move it down. You want to take some time to finish it? Because it does come down. So we get 5 times log of 4x.
you got that. You have to put the 4x in parentheses.
Well, if we didn't, the only problem is that it's not clear what's in the argument. Is it log of 4 times x or log of 4x?
So we need the parentheses.
We do, let's see, was there a key to that up here?
No.
Yeah, like here, the log of 10x. Otherwise, it could be the log of 10 times x. It's unclear.
If it was that, there would be other parentheses, right?
For this one, B?
Yeah, like if it was log of 10 times x, there would be other markings.
No, this is the same thing as saying like 5x. There wouldn't be other markings. This is just a number times x, but we need that parenthesis to make it clear that 10x is the argument. These are great questions.
Third.
Thank you for these.
3.
So this page, oh, and Dylan? Yeah, let's finish this problem, shall we? Yeah, that log of 4x, we're not done expanding this.
The x to the 9.
So log of 5 times log 4 plus log of x.
And we have to write that.
Either that or 5 log 4 plus 5 log x. Either one is fine. You can go even a little bit further if you wanted to, can't you? Because there's one more thing that could be simplified here. That 4 is a special number, isn't it? It's a square. You see how we can rewrite that?
And we have to do that.
I'd let
So
you
we're
go if you
doing
didn't.
a factor tree.
Maybe a factor tree.
Wait,
It's good. It's good how it is. But if you want to go above and beyond, you can say, "Hey, wait a minute. That 4 is a
But above and beyond is no bonus points or anything further, right?
no bonus points, but right here, bonus points." So this would be beautifully expanded. And this is a 5. Any questions?
Well,
I know it's a trip. I'll give you a minute to finish D, make sure it's done correctly. Let's expand completely. We'll expand and simplify. I think there's some stuff you could do there.
what did you guys say? Right. So I saw it because there's no parentheses. So I saw it as log 2 is log base of 8 times x to the 3. Or because
There should be.
there's no parentheses as we like. Oh, there should be parentheses. And so I'm getting gaslit again.
You are, yeah.
Incredible.
Wait, there's parentheses now?
Wait, there's a new problem.
Right.
They had a little base. I mean, well, that's okay, but now it's yeah.
Is
I
that?
have a feeling this is one where it looks inside, but somehow.
Oh, it is inside?
You've been burned before.
Okay, it
Yeah,
is, but
it's 8
only of the now it only applies to the 8. Not the
It should
whole
be.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. But it doesn't apply to the 8. It only applies to the x. Do I know what that means?
Oh, so.
I mean, low-key, we could like. Factor it out. No, We don't. Oh, what? Would you-
Nine, one, eight, not right. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, really?
Yep.
So what did that mean?
So I put 3x to the 9, because I don't feel like this.
That's. That's.
Yeah. It's great.
Okay. Who'd like to help us through this one? Anyone feel confident about it, or are you feeling insecure? Okay, let's break it down. What does that 9 apply to?
The x,
Just the x.
the 8, we're supposed to be.
Like log base 2, 8 times x.
So log base 2 of 8
Would be the easy.
plus log base 2 of x to the 9. Yes?
Wait,
It was the 8.
why?
So I've used the product rule of logarithms, right? The m times n separated into a sum. Log base 2 of 8 though is
3.
3. And we write that as 3. And what can I do with this next one? Make this 9 times log base 2 of x.
God,
Yeah,
this is insane.
that is fully expanded. Yeah, be getting lots of practice tonight. Don't you worry about it. Let me put a line here just to separate all this stuff. Can I answer any questions about this?
And we're just supposed to be able to recognize.
Yes. And I do have to say, the way it was originally written, it really isn't clear if that x to the 9th is part of the argument. So I would say that this is really just 3 times x to the 9th.
Right.
Right? We can't say that that x to the 9th is part of the argument. So if it's actually written like that, the only thing you could do is say, oh, I know that is 3.
So if it's written like that,
Yeah,
it's not the x to the 9, not in the argument. And
Exactly.
it's just a separate thing.
yes. Yeah, so it changes stuff. Okay. So the 3 rules that you have to know. Log base b of m times n is equal to log base b of m plus log base b of n. Log base b of m over n. Log base b of m minus log base b of n. And log base b of m to the p equals to p times. We write that better and clearer. P times log base b of m. And these work in 2 directions. There's kind of like 6 rules, but really only 3. And when I say they work in both directions, does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you see log base b of m plus log base b of n, you could not expand, but condense, contract, consolidate, simplify. And simplify is a tricky word with this. You could condense into a single logarithm. Same thing with all of them. You could go backwards and forwards in these equal signs. Hey, look at these. Use the properties to expand each expression as much as possible. I do want to work through A. When you finish A, check with people around, make sure they got the same thing you did.
Yo, what is this? What is B? minus
Oh, wait, I'm.
six. And the rest is there. There's log base six of x
Oh.
minus two okay. Yeah. Thirds log base six of x minus two y is four.
No,
B.
yeah.
It is there. But nevertheless.
You get A, okay?
Yeah.
Doug?
With the 36.
Yes. And then it's one.
Ready to be called on for A?
I'll do.
You finished B?
Yeah,
It's kind of a fun one.
I'll.
Okay, so ready or not, I'd like to call on a couple people. Let's see where we are. Lily, can you help us with A, please?
Yes. I got two log space E X, but 1/2 log base Y.
Are we okay with this?
Yeah.
Are you able to go from here to here in a single step?
No, I need it.
You're welcome to, if you can, like as soon as you can drop steps, please do. Did you have an initial step before that answer? Okay, someone might do something like this. Plus log base B of, and instead of writing the square root. Why is the 1/2? It's okay to have that middle step until you don't need it.
Six.
Is it six?
Yeah.
B, Baron, help us out.
So for B, I wrote log base six of the cube root of x minus log base six of 36 y to the fourth.
And put that in parentheses, right?
Right, that because that's all the argument.
Yeah,
And then, so the left term is 1/3 log base six of x
okay.
minus, and then, because the y, the four to the power of the four only applies to the y. Right? So then
Yes.
I wrote minus two y to the fourth, because log base six of 36 is.
Two. Where did the two come from?
Is log base six of 36.
It is good. So there's a two involved. But is it two? So we need to do something though. You have to be careful here too. And notice what we have in there. We have a product, don't we? So what am I gonna need to see? And what's subtracting? You see?
So it's adding,
Yeah.
but then you have to just.
Oh, wait, no.
Yes.
No. Yo, this is devious, I can't even lie.
Yeah. It's pretty devious.
This is insane.
The log base 6 of 36
Two.
plus log base 6 of y to the fourth. Maybe I kind of.
Oh my, you have to do that one too, and you have to move forward.
Yeah.
This is not a real thing. Okay.
Okay, so we have
then,
1/2 log
hear me out, right? I have minus two
minus 2.
minus four log base six of y.
Okay. Are we good with this?
No.
We are done. We are done, yeah. That is the landing place. Man, that was like an emotional roller coaster there. We all okay?
No.
And you have no partner today to support you
And,
directly. Oh, well, we're here for you. We are here. That is what I'm looking for. Yeah, notice the distribution of that minus sign because they're both in bottom.
36. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're condensing single logarithm. Did you already do the first one?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's done. Wait, are you
To the x equals.
But do you actually multiply one? Do two and also two.
Wait, we're combining, we're doing some combining. Log base. Yeah, but then that answers, but there's an answer to that. And then so it's either just array. Base 4 is right?
Five.
And then
Oh,
that
yeah.
is 3.
Wait, this one? Why is it three? Where's it even? I can do this right.
Whose log base?
Oh, X into the third, right?
Yeah.
Where's 16?
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah. Right?
Can you please show me what you got for A? Can you show me what you got for A? It is a number. Okay, who can help us with this one? A. Got for 300.
So. You, with addition, you multiply them together and then you get log base 4 of 64. And then that's just 3.
Any questions? That is great.
Yeah.
The 4 cubed is 54, cool.
There's too many things in.
B.
These about 8
Yeah,
characters.
Ava?
X minus three all over X two. X two.
Are we good with that?
But don't you have to do? There's more subtraction.
No.
For B? Yeah, this is great. Very nicely done. Notice, Ava used a quotient rule, but before she did, she had to put the 3 up as an exponent. That's perfect. Oh, good question. Do we need parentheses for this?
No.
It's pretty clear that it's all part of the argument. So I'd say it's unnecessary. Thank you. This one, did anyone finish C already?
No.
Okay. Oh, it looks like only one person finished. This was a little bit tricky. Make sure you don't fall for any traps.
Should we do like 60 seconds of work that one?
Yeah.
X in the board. Wait.
Was it a triple?
Wait, X minus two.
Oh, no, it. That's like a fail. It has to be a. No, this is inside when it's that counts as inside anything's.
Are you sure it's not minus the fog? X minus. Is it X minus? No, I it's minus. It's not X minus. I thought it was log X. And then it's minus two log X. They look at it and then it's negative.
Other than the board.
Like
Minus.
like this.
Oh, because this. Wait.
Yeah. Wait.
36.
Yeah.
Wait, log base 36 minus log.
Oh, you're so right. So right.
No, that's.
It goes on it.
Okay, you.
Last one.
They're what? Oh,
Wait, how do you know?
Wait.
Because it's.
Wait, I think I got it. Hear me out. Yo. I need my mental reach up to this problem. But I
Did you get it?
I feel like I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, popsicle stick is messed up. Popsicle sticks is foul.
I won't do pups. I just checked. I won't do it for this. Right, that would be so mean.
That'd be great.
That'd be so mean for this one. Kind of fun too.
Are triple stack fractions, is that a thing? Like, is that a choice?
It's the thing, but it's not acceptable as an answer.
Wait, it's not?
I need to you to simplify your triple stack fraction. Or like 1/2/3/5 would never be acceptable as a fraction.
Oh. Of course. Wait.
Okay, so how about this? I'm gonna guide you through this and we'll see if you arrive at the same place. My recommendation is if there's a bunch of subtraction, put it together and factor out the negative. I'm gonna take care of this 4. The first thing I do is move that 4
The up.
up, right? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also gonna factor out the negative. So I make this now log base B of 36
Yeah.
plus log base B of, how can I write this nicely?
Root y.
Square root of y, does that make sense? So now this is gonna help us avoid the triple stack fraction or the complex fraction. Yeah,
No, I agree.
so do you see how this helps?
Yep.
PEMDAS,
Base B of 36 root y. Under.
maybe I will call on someone just to give us the final answer. I'll give you a few seconds though to compare with your neighbors.
Alright. I'm to it. Cause it's a plus, but you know, slide, and then you can.
Oh, and then 36 plus half, right? No, it's time.
10 seconds.
Right? Then what are we doing?
Like, it's an obvious.
So I've drawn a name. Confident that this person will help guide the class to victory. James, can you help with C, please?
I got log B X.
Is this the final answer?
It's fine.
Okay, log base B of,
X to the 4.
is this gonna be part of a fraction?
No,
Okay, X to the 4.
Wait.
Keep on going.
it's mine. Oh, no. Actually, hold on. I did you wrong about 3.
Okay,
I got log base B
uh-huh.
in parentheses, X to the 4th over 36 Y. Root Y.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we good with this?
Oh, what?
Exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you, James. Nicely done. Yes, Ava?
Doesn't matter if you do root y or y to the root half. Okay, because.
It doesn't really matter. Generally, if it's given in one form, no, it doesn't matter. Yes.
I have log base B of X to the 4th over log base B of 36 root y, is that wrong?
Say that again.
Like, I have, instead of having a log outside, I have a log on the top and the bottom.
Oh, be careful.
Is that, I can't do that?
We have to go by the quotient rules, right? Like the log base B of m minus log base B of n is equal to a single log of m over n. So put those arguments together, single log, and thanks to bring that up. Yes, Mia.
Square root at the bottom, I'm a little bit confused because that square is not the end of the denominator.
Oh, so you want to rationalize too? Not a bad idea, but we'll just leave it as it is. Our goal here is to just to write as a single logarithm. We've done that. But that's a really neat point. We could rationalize, but I'm not gonna ask you to do that. Okay, one last thing.
Do we have our mental recharge right?
That's a good idea. Let me give you until 10:18. I'll give you some time.
No, look at his laptop
Oh,
clock, it's kind of forced.
did you say 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to leave before that.
Oh, he done those. Yeah, I know.
Yo, this is actually.
Crazy in her eye. That's a gift for his boy. It look fun. It's
Okay, let's finish this up, shall we? What do you think so far? These logarithm properties kind of interesting? No? I know, they're not kind of interesting, they're super interesting. I think they're kind of fun to deal with. Like once you're adept with them, it's kind of cool to be able to manipulate them as you can. So there's one more property that we need to talk about. Called the change of base property or the change of base formula. If, and it says if for any reason you are dissatisfied with the base you've been given, you may change it to the base of your choosing.
I can do that.
Usually we change it to common or natural, but it could be any one that you choose.
We can change it to 10 or.
Well, there's a specific equation. You can't just cross it out and put the new one there. And we're going to be proving this formula in the coming weeks, but this is equal to log base A. This is one I choose of M over log base A of B. A is the base you choose. Now, how can we remember that the M is on top and the B is on the bottom?
Because B is the base.
B is the base. It kind of mimics the original position, doesn't it, right? B is up here, that's why M is up here, B is down here, so log base A of M over log base A of B. So that is just a formula, and we're gonna prove it next time for it, or not next time, but well, maybe next time, soon. So right now I'm gonna ask you to trust me that that's true. So we're going to use common logarithms to change this, to evaluate this base. We'll use our calculator. We're gonna pretend we don't know that we could change it to base 5 on the calculator. So as a common log base 5 and 140 is equal to what over what?
On base 140. Or log
140 over
log.
log of 5.
There's no way to act.
I know. Well, let's check. Well, log 140 over log of 5. Would you please check in your calculator a decimal approximation for that?
Three point, the 3.07.
3 point. I want 4 digits. 07 something.
That's not
No.
This one, oh, let's do 3 more. 415. Okay. Now let's change it into natural logarithms. Log base 5 of 140. How can I write this in terms of natural logarithms?
log or log base E.
In other words, ln of 140 over ln of 5. Would you check on your calculators what that's equal to? I imagine it's 3 point something. Is it the exact same? Like every digit's the same? Okay. And do you remember how to actually calculate different bases on your calculator? Let's just plug it in directly and see what we get. Make sure they're all the same. You get the exact same thing. And make sure your neighbor is able to get to the log base function on the calculator. But it should be 3.0705.
Math alphabet.
Okay, any questions about these? Okay, and I think that's it for the section. Great job today. So there's time for you to work on your assignment.
That's okay.